Hello everyone, Michael here with the Daily Note 23 YouTube channel. Today I have a video for the Galaxy Note 2 users who are still looking to get more out of their devices. So if you own a Galaxy Note 2, a PS3 controller, and a USB OTG cable, you should know by now that some games work great with the controller. However, the games by Gameloft have never worked fully. The controller would be 90% configured except one critical button, which made it unusable. Well, it looks like Gameloft has had a change of heart. To my surprise, I discovered 5 games that have become fully configured for the PS3 controller. The games are Asphalt VIII, Asphalt VII, Nova 3, Modern Combat 4, GT Racing 2, and maybe some newer games that they have recently launched. Here are some gameplay to show you that they work fully and also some troubleshooting tips just in case you run into any trouble. So this is Modern Combat 4, and as you can see they had not mapped this button before, so although they had mapped just about every other button, you couldn't turn in this game with the PlayStation 3 controller, so it just didn't work. But now you can see that it is mapped and it works beautifully. As a matter of fact, just playing today I was able to get through parts of the game where I was not able to get through before because of the touch controls. And just one thing about this game is that it might seem like they had forgotten to map the jump buttons, but you actually jump by just running through where you have to jump, and you run by tapping up twice. So this is Asphalt 7, and I can't remember exactly what they didn't map, but you couldn't either fire off the nitrous or hit the brake to initiate a drift, but you could do both now. You could hit the L1 trigger to fire off the nitrous, and you could hit the L2 trigger to initiate the drift, right? To hit the brake slightly to initiate the drift. So there you go. And this game is just beautiful on the PlayStation 3 controller because the drifts become so much more easier to do. So this is Nova 3, and you could see that all the buttons are mapped. In this game you can aim, can fire, can jump, and of course you could turn, look up, look down, walk forward, left and right. So this is GT Racing 2. You could see that you could hit on the accelerator and you could turn, and then you could hit on the brake button with the X to initiate drifts and whatnot. So you can see that the PlayStation 3 controller has come a long way on the Android platform. So just a couple of tips on gaming on the Galaxy Note 2 with the PlayStation 3 controller. First, make sure you have your PlayStation 3 controller charged, right? The Galaxy Note 3 is not powerful enough for it to charge and let you play at the same time. Next is you need a high quality USB cable that transfers data. Try to get a reliable one because it might be the source of all your headaches. I know a lot of people have mentioned that they were not able to get their PlayStation 3 controller connected. It is most likely because the USB cable was faulty. Next tip is you need a USB OTG cable. These are pretty easy to find, but make sure it says USB OTG. I've seen some micro USB to standard USB female adapters that look exactly like this, but they're not USB OTG connectors. I believe there's a little chip inside somewhere, so make sure it says USB OTG. And another tip is a stand would definitely help for the Galaxy Note 2. You can see that I'm using the external battery charger for the Galaxy Note 2. It really makes an excellent stand for gaming. Now when you plug in your PS3 controller, right, and it will not immediately turn on, you need to press on this P button, this PlayStation button. Just press and hold on it, and then when you hit the directional buttons you could see a thin blue square. You could see that the button is working. However, say that you were running a game previously, for example Asphalt 7, if you have that game enabled, it will actually intercept those inputs, so it will not react with your home screen because it's trying to interact with the games. One last thing I want to mention about the lights on the PlayStation 3 controller is that they really have no correlation between anything that's going on the Galaxy Note 2 and the PlayStation 3 controller, so don't really care about these. Sometimes they're on when they're charging, sometimes they're not. It really is no indication that it is communicating correctly or not, so just don't worry about these lights. So there you go. I think it is a good move in the right direction for Gameloft. Sure, it seems a little counterintuitive to use a controller on a smartphone, but honestly, these sophisticated games are too demanding for a smartphone's touchscreen. And even though we now have smartphones that can produce rich 3D graphics, you may still need a controller to enjoy these games fully. And one more interesting bit of info, EA has yet to start supporting the PS3 controller on the Android. Well, it seems like they are starting to support Moga controllers now on games like Need for Speed Most Wanted. All in all, good news for gamers on the Android platform. So that's about it for today. For more videos on the Galaxy Note 2 and 3, make sure you stop by my YouTube channel and subscribe for more upcoming videos so that you get the most out of your Galaxy Note 2 and 3. And once again, thank you for watching.